name is HISYAM bin ZULKEFLI. I am a HR officer. Today, I will give an awareness talk about sexual harassment at work. So, for the introduction, sexual harassment is a crime. Sexual harassment will reduce safety, dignity, and productivity. Sexual harassment is a zero-tolerance culture and is not just a legal obligation, but it is fundamental to protect the well-being of every employee and the reputation of the organization itself. Why sexual harassment happen? There are a few causes that make sexual harassment happen at work. The first cause is gender inequality. Men who have authority use them to harass women. The second cause is toxic workplace culture. Some workplaces normalize sexual harassment as a joke. And the third one is lack of enforcement. Organization lack of procedures and policies to address sexual harassment cases. Now we will go to law used in Malaysia. The first law that used in Malaysia to cover up sexual harassment case is the law of constitution. Sexual harassment is a direct cause of gender inequality which create a hostile environment for women in workplace. Article 8 guarantees gender equality for both men and women. The second law is Employment Act 1955. Under Section 81F, employers can legally investigate sexual harassment complaints and allowed to take action if the complaint is proven. And the third law is Anti-Sexual Harassment Act 2020. Tribunal for Anti-Sexual Harassment, or we call it TANX, were created to hear complaints about sexual harassment. Their focus in this tribunal is to make a formal judgment on cases and approving on remedies. So, here are the real life examples. The first case is DIB versus Tenaga Nasional Berhad. For this case, a male technician was accused of kissing a female colleague during a night shift. He was sacked by DNB after a quick internal inquiry. The industrial court said the dismissal was fair because one proven sexual act is enough for an instant dismissal without a second warning. So, for the second case is Madya Lagun anak lelaki saudara versus Lotus Store Malaysia Sdn Berhad. In this case, Lotus Malaysia Sdn Berhad have terminated Madya Lagun anak lelaki saudara after make a conclusion that he had sent inappropriate message to two of their female subordinates. He later admit sending the message, but he denied any sexual intent. High Court dismissed his appeal for hearsay and lack of collaboration. He received no compensation or back wages from the company. Now we will go to the impact. There are two sides that will be affected because of sexual harassment cases. The first one is impact on victims. Victims will have psychological distress. They will have anxiety, depression, and reduce their self-esteem. Then, their work performance will also be affected. Their productivity will reduce, their absenteeism will be increased, and they will have job dissatisfaction. This will lead to their attrition, which is they will intend to leave their job. The second side that will be impact is on organization. Toxic environment will happen in the organization. This will reduce teamwork and collaboration among the workers. So, that organization will also face reputational damage because public scandal that go viral will affect the company. They also will face a financial loss because of high turnover, and they also need to pay legal costs and tribunal award. So, this is the step to report sexual harassment case safely. The first one, we can do internal reporting. You can notify HR or designated anti-harassment panel. You need to submit a written complaint to ensure a formal record of your complaint. Confidentiality is protected throughout the process. Any intent to harm people for filing a complaint is strictly unlawful. Other way to report is external reporting. Victim need to escalate to the Director General of Labour if the employee failed to act. They need to file a complaint with the Anti-Sexual Harassment Tribunal. Victim may resign with full termination benefit if the employer neglects to investigate the complaint. So, for the conclusion, sexual harassment is not just about an individual action. It also acts as a norm to create respect and dignity. Every person needs to speak up when something feels wrong, and others need to help and support them. Every one of us have a role to play in this change. We need to build a future where there is no place for sexual harassment in the workplace at all. That's all from me. Thank you.